when choosing what medium you go to, I have like a little list that you can kind of follow. One, it is definitely important to see how you feel when you are looking at that medium's picture, website, social media. How do you feel with that person? You should feel drawn to that person usually. Why? Universe works in magical ways. We're probably meant to meet if you're drawn to somebody. Two, I hate to say this because of new mediums who are growing, but check reviews. If they don't have reviews, it's totally okay, and we all start somewhere, but then go in with just a little bit of a guard up. Not too guarded because they should be able to read you, but also if you're in a reading, your medium should not be asking you too many questions. Mediumship reading is very much, this is gonna sound bad, it's less about our client and more about the experience that us mediums are having, so we can tell our client about the experience we're having. We're not here to pull things from our client. So just make sure you're drawn to that person, watch the reviews, and really the biggest thing is the feeling.
Yeah, no, would you recommend like maybe a baby step, like would be like to dip your toe in the water, would be like one of those established psychic fairs? Like that might be a good one.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to maybe dip your toe into the mediumship world, trying a reading out, and you're not necessarily comfortable maybe going into the higher ticket people yet because we don't know how we feel, we don't know if we believe in it, I do suggest going to local stores, psychic fairs, things like that. Again, watch what you're drawn to, but I've worked at a psychic store and I've worked at psychic fairs, and there are some very authentic readers there. I actually just got a reading from one of the local stores here. I charge, how much do I charge? $80 for 30 minutes. This lady charged $30 for 30 minutes, and we have different styles of reading, but it was just as healing. So there is levels to it. Like I'm a little bit more of I'm gonna give you as much information as I can, try to get you connected, make that person feel like they're involved, very active. But there's also some people who are more focused on how do you feel, how can we maneuver through this. So again, go to what you're drawn to, because each medium is also going to be very different, and that is maybe the medium that you need at that time. When you go and seek a medium, you have to really be in a moment in your grief that you can accept the messages that are coming through. When you go and seek a medium, I feel like it's important to wait a good 3 to 6 months, because our brain needs to even just acknowledge and accept the fact that they are gone. When you go to see a medium in that state, you may not hear what they really tell you, and you just may not be able to like really remember it either. So wait a little bit before you go see one, because also you don't want to be taken advantage of. That's a very vulnerable state to be in, and the last thing you want to do is be taken advantage of. And then on top of that, no medium should leave you feeling anything less than hopeful or a breath of fresh air. If the medium is leaving you feeling a little bit worse, then you need to go to a different medium.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. Yeah, no, 100%.
That's for real.
And like my friend, remember I told you my friend was the one who, like, I had never been to the psychic fair before, and she was the one she set up the meeting and everything. So that's probably why you didn't know that, like, it was so fresh. So, and I don't even know the person's name who I was supposed to meet. All I know is that she had canceled or something. And so they were like, oh, you can see Jazmine. And I was like, oh, okay. Like,
I love them. I was still a newbie during that time. That's awesome. I love that.
It was such a beautiful experience. I mean, it was definitely, I went home and drank like 2 bottles of wine and like busted out all
Cheers. Cheers. I feel you, girl. I feel you.
It's like,
I'm not mad about it.
I just was like, it was such a like, but it healed me times 10. And I told people that, like, when people have like loved ones who pass after like a month or 2, I'm always like, would you like to go see a medium? Like, I know a girl who's super special. The way she translated it, it's like she really resonates with your energy. Like, she reads you, right? Like, she like makes sure you're in a good state. And usually people are like, no, I'm just like not ready. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
like, that's
it's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I always tell them like I was not ready either. I'm not sure what I was thinking. But I will tell you, it brought me so much more like healing within a matter of days that I was like, and I knew my mom was around me after that. Like, and I would like talk to her. Like,
But
you know?
that's the magic. For me, it's even less about the healing because that will come, right? But for someone to be able to experience that connection with their loved ones in spirit, that's everything, especially because we all can. Not all of us are meant to do it for a living, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we all can connect to our loved ones in spirit if we worked a little bit on it and we tried and we healed a little bit. And I think that's my favorite part, because I know how desperate we can be sometimes to connect with those people, and that just, I want to cry right now because that means a lot. I'm gonna cry.